Well, hello, boys and girls. How's everyone doing today? We ready for our weekly roundup? Oh, I like the beatboxing. That's very nice. Good touch. Good touch. We put together a really cool little roundup video of everyone's thoughts on Game of the Year, right, guys?
Yeah, it was a great little experiment. We got everyone in the office here just kind of talking about it and telling their opinions, because really when it comes down to it, you don't really need to know anyone else's opinion aside from ours. So
you guys didn't agree that Red Dead won Game of the Year?
I was a fan of Red Dead.
I really prefer Mass Effect 2.
Well, here's my thought, if anyone cares. I voted for Red Dead Redemption on game trailers saying it deserves Game of the Year, but my favorite Game of the Year was Mass Effect 2.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Now, why did you pick one over the other?
Because I really loved that Red Dead Redemption had a great multiplayer, and their DLC was better in my opinion.
Really?
Yes.
But you had more fun with Mass Effect.
Yes.
There was tons of DLC.
I mean, come on, you get to hook up with people.
We could do that in real life too. I mean.
Well, thanks for the heads up. I'll keep that in mind.
Merry Christmas.
Okay, so we're moving on now to Tron. Adrian, you got this game, right? Tron Evolution.
Yeah, I just finished playing it, and I mean, I've got mixed opinions about it. The single player was a little disappointing to me. Multiplayer, though, that's where it's really at. Once you got in and you were going into the grid, you're doing the multiplayer light cycle battles, throwing the discs. It's a lot of fun. Cool.
So did this get you all pumped for the movie?
A cool thing about this game is that it actually has a lot to do with the movie. It's not just a throwaway thing. The movie refers to a lot of stuff that happens in the video game. And if you actually play the video game before you see the movie, it gives you a much deeper comprehension over what's going on.
If you don't have time to play the video game before you see the movie, what's like the one thing you need to know?
Clue was infected by a virus called Abraxas.
Oh, very interesting. I'm actually going to go see it today. I'm very excited.
It's good stuff.
All right, cool. So any other final thoughts on the game?
Actually, if you want to hear my full review on the game, I just posted it up.
Awesome. Sweet. All right, so now we're going to move on to one of my favorite gaming platforms, the iPad. Mr. WallE, what's on your shoulder?
Oh, that's my pet tank destructorb.
Pet tank destructor. Where'd you get that pet tank?
Yeah, well, at Mahalo, we've started the casual games team in the last month. And because my work has now been so thoroughly casual, my free time is thoroughly hardcore.
I mean, I didn't mean to catch you off guard.
Attack. That's right. We just started Infinity Blade, what Phil's over here working on. Angry Birds. Great game. Beautiful game. Repetitive, but beautiful. Need for Speed. We've actually done 2 Need for Speed games now with our illustrious cameraman, Sam.
So when are we going to duke it out in Mortal Kombat?
Bring it. You cannot beat me in Mortal Kombat. Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3.
You're throwing down that kind of gauntlet, huh?
It's not a gauntlet, it's a satin glove of destruction. You cannot, like, who do you want to be? And you pick who I am. I'll be one of the girls. I'll be one of the underpowered, useless women in that game.
Can't wear a glove and play the iPad.
Yeah, no, and actually the great thing about Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 is the local multiplayer. If you can get a strong Wi-Fi connection, is so much fun. It's smooth, it works really well, and you can sit there and beat up on you, like I will, and it's a blast. So yeah, anytime. We'll do an update next week. Assume it's 4-0, because she'll stop wanting to play after then.
Of course he would say that. All right, so moving on, I'm iPadded out now. Thanks, WallE. Okay, so I think everybody knows that the Spike TV Video Game Awards happened. We were there, and Chrissy, you were doing all of our live tweeting.
If you were following us, if anybody was following us that day, they got a lot of tweets about the new exclusive trailers for games next year. New awards, or who won, basically, and other shenanigans.
So which trailer do you think looks the coolest for next year?
Oh, Arkham City by far.
Yeah? That seems to be the general consensus.
Mass Effect 3.
I thought Mass Effect 3 looked kind of cool, even though I'm not going to lie, they didn't give away very much in the teaser trailer. It was just kind of like...
That's why it's a teaser, Andrea. That's why it's a teaser.
So what about Game of the Year? Obviously, we asked everybody about it. It was a really big controversial thing.
Well, you know, I think Olivia Munn said it best. You know, dirty, scruffy cowboys. Turns any girl on. Some guys, maybe, too.
She looked real smoking hot.
Say that again.
She was busting out of that.
Olivia
She was not
Munn
busting
there.
out.
No, she
Trust me,
wasn't
we
busting
saw
out
her
the
up
dress.
close.
Actually, Olivia.
It was
She was
actually
kinda
really
busting out
tasteful
a
in
little
person.
Olivia actually looked very classy.
She did.
She's a very hard lady to talk to without drooling.
Yeah, you kind
in
of
your
got
mouth.
choked up a little bit. I'd let
I
you
always
take some
do.
questions.
But
and
you
then
guys
you
have
kind
recorded.
of
You guys
were like,
Every time I talk to Olivia, I get choked up. Like any sane man with pants parts will get choked up talking to
Pants
Olivia
parts.
Munn.
Is that the PC
Yeah,
term
I needed
now?
CPR after she walked by. This is true.
She looked fly. I'm not gonna lie. All right, enough shenanigans. I'm leaving. I'll see you guys next time.